What's up, guys? How's it going? This is a real quickie. I was just waiting for my tea to finish cooking, and thought I'd play some unrated blitz, and picked up this guy. Now he's like 40 points higher rated than me at blitz right now, so I'm down at 1250. He was 1290. We played 3 games, and I think all 3 of them totaled about 24 moves. So check this out. This is brilliant fun. Okay, game number 1. Game number 1, round 1, over in 6 moves. Check this out, right? Vienna copycat, total copycat, queen here, boom, batter, and this queen f3. You've got to be very careful, right? Game over. Checkmate. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Game number 2. This is twice as long, this game. And I have the black pieces, and we have a Scandinavian, and he goes for the Tennyson Gambit. I don't like the Tennyson Gambit. So here, and then the best move here is actually e5. Forget about the spare pawn. Make him move his knight a 3rd time, right? And now, who's ahead in development, right? So, he's lost a pawn, I've lost a pawn, I've got a nice control of the center, and he's got to move his knight again, okay? That pawn on f5 is defended by this bishop here, so we're not too worried. Okay, I bring out now the king's knight. Why not? He develops a pawn, getting ready to, I'm guessing, bishop come out and pin. I bring out my bishop. He brings out his bishop and pins, yeah. And here I notice, okay, this is the pattern. This is the pattern. And I've been banging on about this, and I saw it. Well, I kind of saw it, right? Because here's the problem. His knight's in the wrong place, right? His knight's here. Because he's gone, where's he gone? He's moved his knight 4 times, I think. Yeah, he's moved his knight 4 times and ended up here, right? Now, the knight's usually here. So there's a slight difference on this. Now, but the pattern still is, your opponent is pinning your knight onto your queen, and you have a bishop looking at Freddy, okay? Pin, bishop Freddy, okay? Got it. So, sack, right? King takes. Now the normal then move is knight to here with check, and you pick up the queen, the bishop, okay? And he's up to move his king. Now, slight problem. I played this move anyway, and didn't realise that actually his knight can take my knight, but then if I grab his bishop, look where his knight is. Not good, not good. So a big mess up from Hunty there. Okay, so he grabs the knight. So he's actually up 2 pieces at this point in time. 2 whole pieces. So I throw in a check, because I can't think of anything else to do. Queen d4, check. Right, his king has moved, and his king can't retreat to the safety of that little corner. So what's he going to do? 1, 2, 3, 4 options he has, and it looks like I'm going to pick up the knight anyway with this. All right, and he comes here, so I grab the knight. Okay, now he takes the pawn, and boom, king, queen, skewer. Right, like a kebab. He's kebabbed onto there. And there's nothing that can interpose. The queen is going to fall, but the queen doesn't only fall. Queen takes queen, almost checkmate, big bada boom. There's 1 square. Final move of the game. Can you spot it? Pause if you need. Castles. And it's checkmate. How awesome is that? Actually, it's not checkmate at all. No, it's not, because he can go here. So he resigns anyway. So from here, yeah, in fact, he can go there as well. So it's not checkmate at all. Completely lied. Yeah. But if he comes here, then it's queen takes. That is mate. If he comes here, I don't know. Slightly more complicated, isn't it? How about this? There. And he can't go there, there. Queen e1 check. I don't know, what can he do? What can he do from here? Can't go. Oh, he takes the bishop. Takes the bishop. Probably throw in another check to here. No, no, no. No, no. So anyway, it's all going to end in tears anyway. So I bet you're looking excited about seeing Game 3. Game 3 is actually incredibly long. So no, I also lied about the number of moves. This is one's 19 moves. Okay, and I thought we'd throw in a Danish, but he declines it, right, and goes for a kind of a... Is this the Albin counter gambit that you play against that? But so if I was black, I think there's ideas of this, and then I think you push that pawn forward, something like that. Or is that against the Queen's? I think it's against the Queen's gambit, so it's completely different, mirrored both ways. Okay, so I take a pawn, I take another pawn, so I'm 2 pawns up. Hooray! Look at me. I'm 1 pawn up. I'm 2 pawns up. I'm 1 pawn up. Right? And I've got no development. But, you know, on the other hand, black's got no pawns in the middle of the board around the king. So I develop my knight. He comes in with a check. I block with the bishop. I'm really focusing at the moment on trying to develop my pieces quickly. So even though here, yeah, I had the option of c3, right? I want to use pieces as much as I can, because that's what the best players do. So there, and we trade off, right? Now the queens are facing off, so we trade queens, right? These are all 5-minute blitz games. Now he does this, okay? And now I castle. Another option would have been actually bishop here and pin the knight. That would have been quite cool as well. Okay, he comes in, and now, look, he's looking at this square with knight and bishop. So, what would you play here? Right? I play my knight to here, and I'm now looking at the bishop and defending this. So, second defender of that. Okay, so now if he comes in with either piece, he basically loses a piece. So the bishop now retreats. And what would you do in this situation? Okay, so the move I play is, and I again fail to develop, but rook e1 check. Okay, now he could block the knight. If he blocks with the bishop, he just loses the piece. So blocking with the knight is playable, or he has to move the king. And in this case, he moves the king here. All right, so hit the knight, knight retreats. G2 now prepares this bishop fianchetto, targeting this and this behind it, right? So knight comes out, then bishop all the way to h3, instant check again, and here he comes into the board, right? So if the king had retreated there, I'd have had a 3-way fork, right? Very nasty. Okay, knight comes in now with check, and oh no, the rare and little spotted king fork. Yes, kings can fork. Kings can fork a rook and a bishop. In this case, 2 knights. So I come here with a check of my own. I abandon. I have to leave one of my horses out in the middle of the field. He grabs the horse. Oh no. And now, for our feature presentation. This could be a good puzzle. White to mate in 2. Seriously? The king's in the middle of the board, he's wide open, there's no queens or anything about. What, are you mad? Well, let's figure it out, okay? Look where the knight is, yeah? This knight is guarding these 2 squares, right? These 2 pawns here are guarding beam, 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 right? This pawn's guarding this one, beam, okay? So actually, the king, he only has 1 square. If you look at it, if you figure it out, if you take the time and do it, figure it out, so what do I play? I retreat my bishop to f1. And OM goodness, right? The king is out of squares. The only legal move is this. Bishop takes bishop, checkmate in the middle of the board, put that in your pipe and smoke it, my son. Okay, lots and lots of fun. Anyway, I can't hang around. In 1 hour's time, it's my first Chess Boot Camp live session, and it's going to be an absolute stormer. Can't wait for it. So, yeah, You'll have about 30 minutes by the time this goes on YouTube, possibly, to sign up. But please do and come along. So if you sign up, you'll have your login. You go to your members area. You will get the Zoom webinar link right there. Okay. See you later, guys. Have a good one.